Good morning, sunshines. You guys look. Guess who has eyelashes again? I do. This girl. I'm grateful for them today. I'm just going to start it off right away because I love them and they make me feel like I'm wearing makeup even when I'm not wearing makeup. And I have really short, like just little like straight eyelashes, and I think the eyelash extensions are like one of the best things ever. So one of my friends posted yesterday, it's like one of those like things about like if you're like whatever your last purchase was, this is what you'd have like forever. So like I have an infinite supply of fill in the last thing you purchased, and mine was lashes, and I was like, yes, I'd have an infinite supply of lashes, best ever. So I don't know if you love your lashes or your lash girl, shout them out real quick because why not? As you jump on, this is not what this is about, you guys. As you jump on, say good morning, sunshines, or hashtag GMS, or both. Then share with me something you're grateful for today. Maybe it is eyelashes. Maybe it's something different. Maybe it's that you're getting your eyebrows did today. Maybe it's hot water for your tea. Maybe it's your son's soccer coach. I don't know. Hi, buddy. You want to do this with me now? Yay! Guys, guess what? We found our rocks. Show them our rocks. These are the ones we use at night when we do our gratitude. You do Polar Express? This one doesn't have Polar Express. Remember, Daddy has it upstairs and he has your headphones. Remember yesterday you were dancing? It's upstairs. You can go do it. Awesome. So that one doesn't have, Daddy's work doesn't have Polar Express. So when you guys do your gratitude, remember, I am thankful or grateful, for whatever, and then say because, and then say thank you, thank you, thank you. It's changing the way we do our gratitude a little bit more deeper, right? More deep. Yeah, that's so cool. All right, and then today's Friday. The focus of our Fridays is your journaling, you guys, and your personal development. So I'd love to hear, what are you currently reading? Right? What's inspiring you at the moment or currently listening to? And share with us, you guys, because then you can read through each other's list to get an idea for things you want to do. A great example is our beautiful Melissa is on here. And before she was working with us, she said she didn't really read books like this. And now she can't decide which book not to read. Like, she's got this full list where she's like, oh man, but do I do that one? I just got this one. I just got this one. And how many do I do? And it's like this beautiful journey when you start to add this to your lifestyle. So she's doing the 5-second rule right now. Grateful for my waking up before my alarm because I get to catch you live. Yes, Christine, I love you. All right. And then today we're going to talk about bills. Not dollar bills, but kind of. We're going to talk about your bills that you receive. Right? So who in your family has to pay the bills? I'd like to know that. Like, are you in charge of the bills? Is your husband, is your wife in charge of the bills? Do both of you just let them stack up because man, oh man, just neither one of you want to take care of them? I'd be curious just to know that piece. I used to be the bills person for our family, setting up, and it's so easy now, right? Like, you just set up like your bank and everybody's like, me, all the girls are. That used to be me. And then after our bankruptcy, you guys, like, I was a mess with finances. Like, I did not even want to look at anything because I just got sick seeing the lack of everything in there, which is part of what I'm going to talk about today. So that's great. So now my handsome husband, John Carroll, does that for us, which I am so grateful that he does it. And then I don't even have to think about it. I just know that things are paid. So when bills come, when they show up, all right, if you get like the actual physical bill, and I'm sure you do for some things, right? Not everything's electronic, but when you see that come through or you see that amount leave your account, how does that make you feel? I want you guys to think about that for a second. Currently, how does that make you feel? When we got our hospital bill, like one of many, right? Even though we had insurance this time around, and we get like a $2,600 bill from Kaiser, and then a couple $1,000 bill from the hospital, and we're like, wait, I thought that like it was cheaper to have a baby without or with insurance, but I'm not sure if that's really true, right? Or if you see the bill, hey, be careful with that. If you see the bill for your medical insurance when it leaves your account, and you see your bill for your mortgage and it leaves your account, and you get the bill for your, it could just be any of your little expenses, but your electricity, your heat, your internet, all of these different things, right? What do they make you feel when you see them? Like, are you just like, Are you like, ugh, another bill, right? Are you like, just like whatever, it's just going in and out? Or are you like, wow, thank you for that bill that I just got? because that's what we're learning today, you guys. Gratitude for bills. We're taking it to the next level, right? Christine says, I actually love seeing my bills get paid. Christine, you are well practiced, and I love it. You're going to be, way ahead when you get to this lesson if you aren't already there. This is practicing from our magic, right, that we're all kind of doing together today. Yeah, make sure you don't lose that key, okay? Today's about the bills. That's what today's lesson would be. Okay, so when we're practicing, right, all of these different pieces of gratitude that we've been doing for a while here, what we're looking at, you guys, is where we take things for granted, we're pushing them away, right? Where we're not showing like decidedly active gratitude for things in our life, we're pushing those things away, right? Not to mention when we complain about things, how we're bringing in more things to complain about. So if you are blatantly complaining about your bills that you have, like, my mortgage is due, blatant complaint, right? You're bringing in more things to complain about in your heart. That's what you're doing, right? But a lot of us, like some people are like out loud complaining, but a lot of us don't think we complain, but we actually do complain just by the thoughts in our head, right? Like we see that and we're like, oh man, okay, so that just came out. So now, like, do we have enough money for the next things, or do we have whatever? Like you're going through it, like right, your brain's not excited about it. And when you're in that state, even when you're just in that taking it for granted or just kind of like not happy about it, it's still the same thing. Do I see that? It's not giving gratitude, it's the opposite. So if you're begrudgingly letting your money go to pay your bills, right, then you're begrudgingly bringing in more things to begrudge about, right? That's what you're doing. So where's that key, baby? Okay, pick it up, because otherwise Daddy would be so sad. Thank you. You can come up and do it again, though. And think about the gratitude that you want to start to replace in those situations. This is a super simple lesson. Maybe just because we're on so many days of this gratitude, like it just makes sense before they even talk about it, right? It's just things that I haven't like placed and listened to before. But looking at your bills, right? And looking at your mortgage. Okay, so when your mortgage comes through and you owe whatever, $3,400, right? It's like, okay, that just bebopped out of my account, right? And that can make you feel like, oh my gosh, like kind of like tense or like tight, like, oh, that left, hi friends. But you guys, if you didn't have that mortgage, you wouldn't get to live in that house that you're living in. You wouldn't have your home. If you weren't paying that rent for wherever you're at, you wouldn't have that roof over your head. Like, thank you that there are lenders that supply mortgages so that we can purchase our house. Thank you. Right? What a beautiful thing, because I love my home, you guys. I can't imagine not having that. Right? Now think about, so I'm thankful I can pay our bills and have the money set aside. I've complained about so there you go. Like you see the little ones, right? Like, okay, so maybe your electric bill's higher. It could be like something like that, right? Most are like, oh man, that was a surprise bill, or that one's higher, or, oh, seriously, I got to pay how much for braces, or for the, orthodontist, or for the dentist, or for, we just went and got Jace. His eyes are changing so fast, you guys. So it's like only been like 6 months, but he needs new glasses, new contacts, because everything's changed. And literally, I was at the America's Best, and I'm like, thank you guys so much for your service. Thank you for my son being able to like see clear again. Thank you for the opportunity to pay this to buy him new glasses and new contacts so that he can have clear vision, because that's huge. I know from the first time I went to the eye doctor. That's a big deal, right? Think about some of the other things that maybe you're complaining about. Let's just take that electric bill. Right? And when you get that, you're like, oh, great. Like, why is that so high? What are we doing? What do we need to change? But maybe pause for a second and just be thankful that you get to turn your lights on in the morning. Be thankful that you have a microwave, perhaps, or hot water from your water heater, or a washer and dryer, or a dishwasher, or you just get a plug in your blow dryer. Thank you for letting me pay this. Somebody's providing me the service of giving me electricity in my home. How freaking cool is that? Other people don't have electricity. Like, I just flip a switch and lights turn on. It's amazing. And all this had to happen. You guys think about everything, just like yesterday with food, everything that had to happen for you to be able to flip that light switch on, right? First of all, somebody had to create electricity, had to have the invention of how everything works. They have to, figure out would you call them like conduits, like of running the energy to your home, how to put in the electricity, the electrician that actually, worked up your home, all of those different things. And all you have to do is pay that little bill. That is freaking amazing. Thank you, right? What about your internet bill? What about if you have cable? Does anybody still have cable anymore? Like, we ditched cable so long ago. What about your Prime bill or your Netflix bill, right? You get to watch those different shows. What about your doctor's bill? Like for me, you guys, I see that $2,500, and at first I was like, oh my gosh, why is it still that much? Because there was multiple of those size bills, and then I'm like, you know what? Thank you so much. I have a hospital that took care of me when I delivered Witten. I would not have been able to get that baby boy out the way he was sideways and all contorted without the nurse and the doctor and the staff and all the different things that we had there. I had people that cared for me that entire time, that made sure that I was nourished, that made sure that the baby had everything going right for him. Like, thank you to everything, every bill that I have to be able to make that experience possible. I am so blessed. Right? Good morning, sunshine, Miss Amanda. Look at you with power again. So as you guys are looking at your bills, here's the encouragement. Okay, so here's our action step for today. As you're going through, I want you to start to have a different relationship with your bills. I guess I was going to say I don't want you to, but I do want you to. I'm hoping you want to have a different relationship with your bills, right? And instead of begrudgingly or like even in your mind complaining, like don't even let that thought come through. Like the second it hits, like pause and be like, wow, I was just going to like be upset that I have to pay this, but if I didn't get to pay this, I would not have my home, right? And think about that. Think about that. Think about what that's like, right? Grateful for hot water. Oh my gosh, amen, right, Amanda? Like, what a beautiful thing, especially when you didn't have it for a couple days. Like a power, electricity. See, you're in the perfect state to be in this like gratitude area for having those basics, right? So here's what we're going to do. When you're paying your bills, a lot of you guys are sharing if you pay your bills or your husband or your wife or whoever pays them, right? If that person's you, then if you have like an actual paper bill, you're going to write on it, thank you, paid. Like, boom, like I did it. Thank you, paid, bam. Like I'm excited about it. Bring me another, send me another bill. I love it. I want more, right? That's what you're going to write across your bill if you're the one that pays them. For me, I don't pay them, and we don't have like paper statements. So what I did is I actually pulled up my bank account and I took screenshots of my bank account and looked at the money that was coming out. And I, with my little, like on my phone, I just like took the little, markup tool and I said, thank you, paid, mortgage, boom, electricity, boom, doctor's bills, boom, life insurance, boom, health insurance, boom, car insurance, boom. Like, I'm so excited that I get to pay every single one of those because they mean that I have a car, that I have security for our life insurance, that we have retirement, that I have health insurance, that we have doctors, that I have a home, that I have electricity, all of these different freaking beautiful things, right? Now, maybe you don't have the money to pay someone though. You're like, but I don't have, we just got a $15,000 bill. Like, we don't have that. So on those ones, what you're going to write is thank you for the money. You're going to speak into it. Thank you for the money that is going to pay that bill at some point, right? Thank you for the money. And then just have that. And when it's paid, you'll take it and say, thank you, paid. Okay. So instead of looking at it with like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this bill's here. Just say, thank you for the money. It's coming in, it's coming in, it's coming in. I know some of this for you guys, like it's just, maybe it's outside of your comfort zone. There's like honestly, like, so since we've been doing this series, there's not as many people who are on here because it might be like, okay, that's not how I think things work for me. And you're right, it doesn't work for you because you're not working it, P.S. But I'll share some different ways that this has already been changing my life soon here. I'm not going to do that one on today's video, but like literally, you guys, I am seeing the effect, the positive effect of these practices. And I'm only on day 11 right now. I think you guys are on day 9. All right. So when you go out to eat, I always sign my name on the bill and say, thank you for the great service. Oh my gosh, Melissa, I've never done that. And I absolutely love it. Why wouldn't we do that? Right? What a beautiful thing. All right, so if you're committed for today, you say, I'm committed to being grateful for my bills, or something along the line of those lines, right? Amanda, you are going to love the book. And it's cool because if you've been watching, it's like you get to practice everything twice. I actually love it because I'm a couple days ahead, so I feel like I'm practicing today these like, practice, whatever, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'm practicing that one, and I get to practice this one again, so you'll love that you get some of that like double time. So guys, that's it for today. Have a beautiful Friday. Thank you for being here. If you just jumped on, don't forget to share something you're grateful for, what you are currently reading, right? And then if you're committed, say, I'm committed to being grateful for my bills, just like Miss Christine Potter did today. All right, love you.